my God, why? Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren if you're new here, and welcome to my floor. I don't know if you can see it right now, but my carpet is like the stuff of dreams and it's legendary, and I'll link it down below because I got it off of Amazon. What's up guys? Welcome back to Storytime Saturday. This is a series on my channel that I'm so excited to bring back. I'm trying to bring a little bit more of me into my channel because my channel doesn't really talk about me that much. This is a series where I just kind of tell you a story about things that have gone on in my life, and boy, oh boy, did you guys love my flat earther dating story. No, if you're new here, I'm not a flat earther, and nor do I seek them out in my dating life, not in any way. That was my very first Storytime Saturday video that I did on this channel, and you know, you should just watch it. So everyone keeps saying, well, I want more funny dating stories like that. I don't seek out crazy stories. I really don't. But when I think back on the random dates that I've been on, I have a few tricks up my sleeves. But I am wearing a really cool tie-dye crew neck, so I feel like I fit in with the quarantine crew. This was sent to me by this company called Extract the Label. Really freaking cute stuff, you guys. Go check them out. So let's just get into today's story, shall we? If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I talk about all things pop culture, lifestyle, positive vibes. Do it. Right now. Do it. I swear you won't regret it, and you can always unsubscribe, right? Okay. That's annoying and I hate myself. Anyways, moving on. So this is a dating story back from when I lived in Denver and I was on Tinder. I know. I mean, Tinder wasn't as bad as it is now. I feel like when it first came out, this was probably 2015 or 16, okay? I don't remember this guy's name. I tried to go way back on Tinder because yes, I am still on there. Oh, it sucks to be single during quarantine. So don't remember his name. We're gonna call him Kyle. That wasn't his name, but today he is Kyle. At this point, I was living in Capitol Hill in Denver. I think this was one of my very first Tinder dates that I went on. Yes, oh my God, okay, it's all coming back to me. I did not prepare anything for this video. I just turned the camera on and sat on my floor, so that's welcome to my mind. This was one of my very first Tinder dates, and I remember, oh my God, I still have the top. Do you wanna see the top? I'm gonna show you the top. I found the top. This is the top that I wore. It's not relevant to the story at all. I just wanted to, you know, make you feel like you were really there. Floop, okay. So I remember I was really excited for this. Back in this time, I worked a full 9-to-5 job. I just remember we were messaging in the Tinder app and he said something about traveling, and I had just done semester at sea like 2 years from that point, and so I was like, oh my God, cool. He likes to travel, he's cute. I remember specifically he had really cute dimples, and I was like, oh my God, a man and dimples, just be still my heart. And I think he had a dog, I don't know. I was just like, he checked off all the boxes for like 25-year-old Lauren, okay? I remember I was so excited for this date. So when it came time to meet up, getting off the app, he was like, we should meet up. Would you wanna go get drinks somewhere? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. I got off work early this day because I was so excited to go on a date with a guy who travels. I put on my cute purple top. Sorry, I put on my roommate's cute purple top. I curled my hair, which I was not good at curling my hair back then. This is like my go-to now. It took me freaking forever. I had makeup on, I wore heels, these like hot jeans and my purple top and like leather jacket. And then I get a text around 4:30 that's just like, I'm so sorry, like, are we able to move it closer to like 6:37? And I was like, yeah, I guess that's fine, but like, eye roll. Not a great start, Kyle, not a great start. Whatever though, so he changes the date to 7, and then in my, I guess, it's hard to think of myself not being so outspoken then as I am now. It's very hard, but I guess in my brain, I didn't, what is this? Don't know that that's been there the whole time. I did not reach out and confirm with him. But in my head, I was like, oh, he changed the date till 6:37. We're definitely gonna be eating something. I don't mind splitting the bill at all. If I'm hungry, whatever. So then I show up this night. Wow. And so he's sitting at a table in front of the bar with like half a beer sitting there. And so he's sitting there, and I walk over and I'm in my heels and I'm in my sexy top and my hair is done and my makeup's done, and I walk over and I go, hi, like, are you Kyle? And he just, how do I do this for perspective for you? And so then he's just still sitting, and then I'm just like, hi, are you Kyle? Hello? And he just sits there with his beer while I'm over here, and he just goes, hey, yeah, I am Kyle. Am I asking too much for men to be a little gentlemanly, to show that you care just a little bit? I don't know, he did nothing. I felt so awkward standing, towering over the table while he just sat there with his beer, like looking up at me. And I was like, okay, you're not gonna get up or anything, so I'll just settle on in here and squeeze right in. That was the beginning of the date. So I sat down. I just remember the conversation was a little awkward at first. All first dates are. And then very quickly, I don't even think my beer had arrived. There was no water for me at the table. I just was sitting there watching him drink his beer. And the first question out of his mouth is, so when was the last time you were in a serious relationship? Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna jump right into it, okay? And that's just kind of how I felt. I was like, wow, you're not even gonna like, how was your day? What do you do for work? How was the drive? Nope. When was your last serious relationship? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, you know, about like a year and a half ago, something like that, college boyfriend, didn't work out, wanted different things, you know, usual breakup talk that I didn't, you know, prepare because I didn't think we were gonna talk about this on date one. And then, you know, me, conversational Lauren, just goes, so when was your last relationship? And then he kind of just like puts his beer down and just goes like, recently, pretty recently, my girlfriend moved out 2 weeks ago. Not making this up. Oh my God, why? And so then I just remember sitting there in my sexy top with my hair curled, with my leather jacket, starving, no beer, just sitting there watching as this guy, Kyle, in front of me just got more and more emotional. And so when he was like, pretty recently, my girlfriend moved out 2 weeks ago, I just suddenly like covered up the cleavage a little bit, was like, okay, I need a goddamn beer now. Wow, I'm sorry, are you okay? Did it not end well? Oh my God, what am I asking? And then he starts to cry. He starts to cry on our date. And then the beer finally came when the tears started flowing. So I was like, are you okay? Did it not go well with ex-girlfriend that I wish I knew nothing about at this point? And he was like, it's just so hard. Like, she just moved out and it's just everywhere I go in this house, I think of her. And I'm sitting there chugging my beer. I don't even think I ended up ordering any type of food because I was just like, why am I here? Why am I now a therapist? And you know, Lauren, I'm like broken bird complex. You have a problem, I wanna fix it. I wanna talk to you about it. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, it's okay, you know, like everything happens for a reason and oh God, get me out of here, get me out of here. This guy just sat there and cried to me on our first date. I'm in my sexy top about his ex-girlfriend of 2 weeks ago that left him, and I'm sorry, that sucks. No part of me is saying that doesn't suck, but why are you here? Why are you here with me on a date crying? If this was a rebound move and you just wanted something at the end of the night, you don't cry on the date. So that couldn't have been it. Maybe he was just so overrun with emotion that his friend was like, go on a date. This will just be easy for you. I'm glad it was easy for you, Kyle. Do you know how long it takes to curl your hair and shave your legs and put on makeup? No, you don't. I don't know what your hobbies are, but maybe you do. I don't know. This moment was my very first Tinder date. That's crazy, I really think it was. And I just was so bummed out that I'm sitting here consoling my date. I was consoling him about his ex-girlfriend. I don't remember how it all ended. Oh, I remember. I went to, this is actually a very, very important part of the story. Okay, so I think after he cried and I just sat there with my beer, I went to the bathroom at one point and I brought my phone with me and I was texting my roommate Kelsey and I was like, where am I? Get me out of here. Am I being punked? I'm in the Twilight Zone. This can't be real. What's happening? I need to leave right now. Like, I'm just gonna come up with some excuse, like, and just be like, I'm getting tired, like something, bye. So I'm texting Kelsey in the bathroom, right? So then I go back to the table. I don't remember what happened. I think Sassy Lauren, when the bill came for the 2 beers, I think I pulled a this move when she was like, oh, here's your check. I think I was just like, I am not about to grab for my wallet. I deserve for you to buy me this beer after I just consoled you and gave you a free therapy session. The least you can do is buy my freaking beer. That is not normally what I would do. Like, I always offer to split. If I'm into the guy, I would hope that he would be like, no, I got it. Whatever, that's not the case here. I wasn't into this guy. So yeah, I pulled one of those moves. I think he paid for our 2 beers. And then he started to like follow me to my car. We walked out of the restaurant. I think I hugged him there and I was just like, good to meet you. Hope it works out. Bye. And so then I start to walk and he's like, oh, where are you parked? And I was like, over there. And so then he starts to walk me to my car. And so I'm like, gentlemanly, creepy. Is he trying to kiss me? Is he gonna shove me in a white windowless van? I don't know. And so then I was like, so where are you parked? He's like, over there, like in the opposite direction, but let me walk you to your car. So then I'm walking to my car and he's just kind of behind me because I'm not going next to him. We're not about to have this like moment because the moment is past, Kyle. There was no moment for us. Not that night, not ever. And so then he's like, walking me to my car and I just remember being like, he has to leave. Like, I don't want him to see my license plate number. I just want to go. I just want to get home, drink some wine with my roommate and forget this ever happened. So then when I get to my car, I hugged him again. It was like a goodbye, like shove away, like we're done here. You're lucky you got 2. Hugged him, shoved him, was like, bye. I got in my driver's seat into my little Chrysler Sebring because that's what my first car was. And I remember I went for my purse because I was like, I need to pull out my phone and unmatch with him right freaking now on Tinder so that I never have to deal with this ever again, so that he gets the hint. Oh, but I left my phone in the restaurant bathroom. So then, this part, you're gonna think I made up, but it really felt like a freaking movie. So then I'm sitting there in my car. He has to walk back towards the restaurant and then straight in order to get to where he parked. So I'm sitting in my car without a phone, looking out the window to make sure that he's gone. He wasn't. He was just, you know, taking his time, slowly walking down. And so then I am like, my phone's in the bathroom. I cannot afford a new phone right now. I really need to go back into this restaurant and get my phone, but I don't want this guy to see me ever again. So he's like, you know, taking his sweet time, walking to his car, and I get out of my car, slowly close the door so it doesn't make a sound because it wasn't like the busiest street or anything. He's walking slowly, glacial pace. I am like, like I'm not even kidding you, like some type of spy. And so he's walking, he like stopped to like check his phone, taking so freaking long. I'm like tiptoeing behind him. I successfully make it in there. He went to his car. I go to the bathroom, I find my phone, and then I walk out of the restaurant. I know the bartender. It was this girl that I knew who was a family friend of mine. Her name was Abby, and suddenly she's like, Lauren, weren't you, wait, that was you sitting there? And I was like, did you see me sitting there with that guy? Did you see him cry? And she was like, excuse me? No, I seemed like you guys were on a date, like it was going well. And I was like, that's because I'm a good little actor, aren't I? So then I ended up getting a beer with my friend Abby at the same bar, hoping and praying that he didn't just turn around and want to do the exact same thing. Oh my God, you guys. If you're not ready to go on a date, don't go on a date. I mean, that guy, that date with Kyle kind of set a precedent for all other Hinge, Tinder, whatever dating app I'd ever been on, because then I was like, you know what? No, you don't deserve me to have my full makeup, sexy top, hair took an hour to curl. You don't deserve that on the first date. And so then actually what's funny is one of my Tinder dates that ended up turning into a relationship, I showed up on the first date wearing a flannel, a little bit of makeup, did not do my hair, and like flip-flops. And then him and I ended up like dating, and it was just, it set a precedent. I don't want to view dating as job interviews, as you gotta put yourself out there and go on dates with many different people. I don't want it to be like that, but I guess that's what it is. It's just so crappy with the day and age of dating apps, especially in LA. If you guys have any ideas on how I can meet an eligible guy, you let me know. Send him my way. But I don't know if I should be recruiting the internet to find me a date, but I guess that's what I'm doing every day with my dating profile. That was quite a time. He cried, and this wasn't like a, it was like a big tears, like took a napkin, blow his nose, cried. I just can't even believe that happened to me. Oh God, I wonder if I could pull up some other crazy dating stories from the archives, but they're just, I haven't really been on that many dates. I know I made it sound like I'm like, oh, I'm dating all the time. I'm really not. So yeah, that's my little story time Saturday about the time that I went on a date and he cried. Not because I made him cry. I hope that's not what the title made you think, but guys, girls, humans, don't go on a date if you're not ready to date. Sorry, no, don't go on a date and then cry about your ex-girlfriend. Oh my God, if you broke up with someone within 2 weeks, safe to say it's too soon for a date. Not too soon for like a booty call or whatever you wanna do do whatever makes you happy in order to get over it. Don't use someone else as your placebo, placeholder, whatever. It sucked. I felt like because I just was so excited. I was looking forward to it. I spent hours getting ready and then he cried at the table. It was, love that for me. So that is the story and I hope that you guys found it entertaining. I kind of found it entertaining to relive. It's just funny to think about how all these little things and little blips in my life lead me to where I am and just the like armor that I've had to build up in order to date. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I will be posting more Storytime Saturdays and I'll be posting more videos in general, pop culture, positive vibes, things about me. I wanna know the kinds of stories you wanna hear from me. I've done some pretty cool things. Hugged a lion, went skydiving in Rio, went to Morocco, lots of cool things. So yeah, I just would love to do more of these. Let me know in the comments what you wanna see. Make sure you like this video and that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and my vlog channel and my Instagram and Pinterest. Nope, not Pinterest. I don't really do much on there. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Those are all the ones. That's the places to find me. Thank you guys for watching. I love ya so very much. Think twice before you date sad, okay? Okay. Love you. See you guys in the next video. Bye.